Today is Sunday, January 10th, 2021, and today I wanted to talk about hypocrisy in our own government.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
So, Trump had his rally on Wednesday, January 6th, and after the rally, the Patriots marched down to the Capitol building for a peaceful protest. Things got out of hand and they ended up rioting. The news media began blaming the president. Nancy Pelosi, as well as other politicians, actually called for the impeachment of the president of the United States. Now, this man only has 10 more days in office, and this lady literally wants to start impeachment proceedings with 10 days left in office. Why? Nobody questions Democrats. Nobody questions them. When people who supported the Democrats rioted in the streets this past summer, I didn't see anybody going after the politicians. There's literally news conference after news conference of politicians calling for people to rise up. There's politicians telling people to go out and get in people's faces. And these rioters literally burned down cities, looted, and people died. And nobody says anything. It's hypocritical for these politicians to begin screaming foul after one Trump riot after 4 years. When we've had riots all summer and we didn't hear any of these politicians calling for calm, telling these protesters to go home, telling them that, what they're doing is seditious, nothing. I think at this point, we have to come to the conclusion that it's not supposed to make sense. What is going on now is the result of an effort by the left to simply undermine the president whenever and wherever they can. It doesn't matter if they call for impeachment with only 10 days left in his term, where most of us would think that's a waste of time. They're just doing political theater, and obviously that's what's important to politicians. This stuff is beyond comprehension. The impeachment is supposed to be something. It's not supposed to be a political. It is a political tool, but only to be used in dire circumstances. And what they're doing by throwing it out every time they have an issue with the president, whether legit or not, is undermining the public's confidence in this procedure. The hypocrisy is mind-blowing. If the left is rioting, that's okay. That is okay. Leftists are allowed to riot. If the right riots once, then it has to be put down as a coup, and the news media just falls. The news media is worse because the news media just toes the line. Politicians say things that make no sense, and the news media just follows suit. And then on top of that, when the president told his protesters that they should go home and not to riot, you had technical organizations like Twitter block the ability to share that message, and then they permanently banned the President of the United States. Oh. And this is what I'm talking about. Actions like these permanently undermine the office of the President of the United States. That effort to undermine the office translates into the right undermining the office as well. And it's dangerous. It's a dangerous, slippery slope.